Hello, lovelies. I had to come on here. I hadn't planned on it. I thought I was done with videos for the day, which is funny because I had so much really good shit come through, and then I'm just done, right? And if it needs to come back, it'll come back. See, going with the flow. Everything we say, 22, and everything through this. I said 22, but it was 23 when I looked up. So 22, 23 steps. But the number 23, have you ever seen that with Jim Carrey? It's a good movie. So I was playing around with the Psychic Tarot deck. I just picked it up and started shuffling. And I have 2 rows of 4. Let me just show you. So you got suffering and silence. Then you got rejoice and celebration, crown chakra, patience, transformation, spiritual strength, wisdom, spiritual union. Suffering and silence, that's what helped your transformation. And this rejoice and celebration with this spiritual strength, it's like your spiritual strength. It's like people will recognize and notice the spiritual strength and what you hold, okay, within yourself. That what it took, and how, the Father and I are one, like I am my Father's daughter. I am the daughter of God. Okay. Jesus was the son. I'm the daughter. So rejoice in celebration. It's your spiritual strength. See how his hands are holding that up, and just picture there's people, the world above here. Your spiritual strength can hold up the world while you do what you got to do. Does that make sense? It will to somebody. Crown chakra. Then you have wisdom. All right? Wisdom, because you're connected to Father, to Source. Have patience. See this little thing? This little seed is growing, right? Have patience, because you're going to get it. This spiritual union, I mean, I'm getting it's like written in the stars, and I want to... Okay, and then these 2 came out. Positive movement forward, and that's the fucking truth. And that's the truth. Something about 2s. Everything's about 2, right? And then on the bottom of the deck, it's like the total awareness. Yeah, that love begins. So there's those 2. So are you getting what we're saying? Are you getting what they're putting down? Pudding? Yeah, you heard what I said. You heard it right. I and the Father. This is what's been coming through nonstop since my other videos. Is I'm my Father's daughter. Like I am the daughter. 313. Number sandwich. The Trinity on both sides with who? One, me in the middle, right? It's power. But not in the 3D world sense, you know what I mean? Speaking truth, your truth, with power, I'm hearing conviction. But I wrote this down earlier, and it says, I can do anything through Father who guides and strengthens me. My strength comes from Father and Father alone, and then Father's will and not my own. The way you begin to say things, speak things, I heard into existence, but the way you begin to do that, I'm hearing subtle changes. Could be subtle, it could be, all at once, but it's going to be unrecognizable. You, the human, Sirena, me, the human, you, the human, whatever your name is, 444. Why I'm doing that right now, I don't know. And you're aware if you're aware, right? They may not recognize the human, but the words that come out of your mouth is recognizable. There's going to be that authority. I wanted to say authority, but there's that awareness again. Emotional loss and hope. You're no longer, it's like no longer really hoping for anything because you have a knowing, right? Because you have an inner knowing, and it's not holding on to hope like, oh, I hope that comes through. You have an inner knowing that this is it, because you and the Father are one, and thank you. And they're like, and you're here to do Father's business. Wow. That was deep. You're here to do the Father's business. I and the Father are one. The Father is in me, right? I am in the Father. Yep. Love begins, but yep. The devil's had his chance to tempt you. Just they're showing me when he took Yeshua up on a mountaintop after he was weakened by what? Being hungry? Possibly tired. He was just wore out, right? The best time to be attacked in the mind, the best time for temptation to come through is when we're weary. Thank you. When we're weary. It's easier to get to our what? Our emotions, which what governs rules? Our thinking and our vibration, right? It's when it can come in and attack. Well, you're like, get thee behind me, Satan. You only bow. You only listen. You only do to one true Father God. It is written, you can't tempt thy Lord thy God. And guess what? We are the Lord thy God, all of us. If you listen to what Jesus says, if the Father's in him and he's in the Father, and if Jesus is in us and we're in him, what is he saying? Duh, idiots. But he couldn't come out and say, he did come out and say it. I keep hearing the wheat and the tares. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure. I know it's in the Bible about something about being, the wheat and all that, but that's. But yeah, I'm the daughter. I'm the daughter of Father God. You must recognize. Things are starting to come around. Like, today they kept showing me my, and as we speak, showing me my, I call it my spiritual awakening, or my showing, my revealing of who I am. And that's kind of fucked up, because that came in and we don't, that came in reverse. It's like it's giving me the energy of, we've been sitting and waiting. And I know new beginnings. We've been hearing this forever. We've been hearing this forever. We've been hearing this forever. Right? It's like no longer waiting. It's like it's here. So interpretation's everything. And then temptation came out in reverse. But look at what's on the bottom. What's this sticking up? Yep. Destiny and light. You conquered it, 9/11. It's the 911. Stand your ground, because you have the wisdom. Because it's heaven sent. Because it's sent from the Father. Harmony. So my spiritual awakening thing and what they showed me, and it's like, but we get it stuck in our head. Look, and then this flipped over. See, we couldn't see that the new beginnings are happening, but they are. Yes, things are gonna accelerate. Wow, those are beautiful. This is more. It went from a yin and yang, right? The sacrifice may have been a mortal man, Jesus, right? The sacrifice, right, was Jesus. He was the man part, right? But we're moving into feminine. So maybe that's what they're like. Remember when we said not everything is as it seems? And if they didn't say it before, it's like keep your mind and your heart open. All mankind, well, I'm a woman, and then there's animal, you know what I mean? So you could say all humankind, but it's you got to be able to read between the lines, the devil's in the details. Yeah. Woman this time. So it could very much be that there's this energy, this vibration for this time. Everything happens there's a man and a woman. It's always been a duality thing in this world. The masculine devil part, the feminine loving light part, right? It's duality. It's twin flame. You've got to have a twin, a twin, then the twin flame. The woman goddess, the woman, they call her, there's things you could see all the time. It's called Sophia, right? Or there's another one. It starts with the Barbados or something like that. Yeah. I don't know why they wanted mental conflict to come out. Trapped in fear. Shadow. I mean, all this is so great. Why is this? This is the opposite. Choice is made. The choice is made. You're getting all this over here, right? Oops. Be grounded. That's landed over here, so it's got to stay over here, right? Firm foundation came out in reverse. So what the fuck's going on? The wait is over. It's a triumphant success. We automatically see this, and that's the point. We see this, and then I automatically go to, oh man, negativity. We've got to change the way we look at it. No. This part's done. Next. The wait is over. Triumphant success. You've transformed. You've triumphed. Now comes the stability for the world. You still got to rest. Let's just pick all these up. So, I'm the daughter of the Father God. And, just remember this. If they talk about all these, there's the one, there's the elect, right? There's the two witnesses or whatever, right? Out of all the people in the world, there's one, there's two. So not everyone, I can't expect everyone to get exactly what I'm talking about, because if I'm one of them, there's only one other one out there. So that's why, you could tell we're not really of this world, because, or we would have a bunch of shit ton of, we would know exactly what to do, because we have that power of foresight, and everything works for us. I know what I need to know. I know a lot of shit. I got nothing to prove, though. See, that's the light. That's the spiritual strength we're talking about. You don't have to be right. You just have to do what you're fucking told and let it play out regardless of how it is. And if it's walking into the fire and it's going to hurt, well, your skin will heal. You'll get over it. The pain will only be so long. Then it'll be over. Then you walk in it and Father says, go in that fire. You go in that fucking fire. Are you sure? You don't even ask, are you sure? You're just like, oh man, this is going to hurt. All right, go. That's the journey I've been on. I mean, that's no bullshit. Whether you believe it or not, I don't give a fuck, because I don't work for you. I mean, it's for everybody, but it's Father's will and not my own. I have healing abilities that are fucking out of this world, and guess what? I'm not to make money off of it, so I will live in fucking poverty and let no one see me, let no one, when I've offered shit, let no one ask for anything, let no one give me $1 fucking tip, knowing I'm disabled, knowing I can't go out and work, knowing how much I struggle. But you'll take everything I say in. I'll tell you what, that's between you and Puppy. Because I'm the daughter of God. And those of you who truly get what it's all about, then you'll get past this whole fucking, it's all about love. And if you want to talk about sin and, oh my gosh, she cusses, and you think that's all this whole thing is about, hey, listen, I do things how I do things, and who are you to fucking judge, bro? Moving on to celebration and partnerships. Right into it. It's okay. I'm always going to be taken care of. One way or another. Because I got chills because we're promised that by the Creator. Yeah, there's people living in the street. Yeah, there are. I don't know why. It's not my journey or my path. But some of those people could be there, and they might be, an angel in disguise, that, like, St. Francis of Assisi with the leper, knowing he'd go in, I know it was Jesus, because he was scared to death of him, and he put him under his coat, in his thing, and walked with him, right? Those, and I'm getting chills all over, those people are put there, it crosses your path. Have you turned away or maybe talked shit to your buddy sitting next to you? Those fucking motherfuckers. Why can't they just go get a job? Or why do they have to be like that? Oh my God, they're losers. That was an angel put there on purpose for you, and you will account for that, and everything's noted. Takes wisdom to know the difference. Through disruption and obstacles. Or that's where you got your wisdom. And look, here's the light again, and here's destiny. Passion ignited, da-da-da. You got the authority. The wait is over. Material, the fucking universe, the third eye, accelerated motion. All of these are all good, one in a row. Accelerated motion, that recognition, positive movements, rejoice, Fertility, sacral. Oh, that's in partnerships and alliances. The rejoice card is what I was thinking of. And there's material harvest, I'm hearing everything as it should be. Everything as it should be. Two birds going right into the sun. The two. Jesus, Mary Magdalene. So, what if there is only fucking two? They go out 2 by 2. Main characters, right? Trinity. Neo. Morpheus was like John the Baptist. Okay? The symbolism, the times and the character names have changed, but it's the same character, okay? Okay, as my granddaughter was. When she gets mad and she wants something, her dad tells her no. She'll scream and yell, okay! Little fucking spitfire, that little girl, man. I need to get a hold of that attitude, because that attitude needs a lot. It needs discipline. It's headstrong, just like I was. Very. Woo. But she already runs the roost at 2, so good luck with that. Sayonara. Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing it. Anyway, I love you guys. And, you know, really having to learn to, be content, comfortable, and happy and smile and just have an inner knowing that I'll be taken care of. Birds out there chirping. Because I'm doing what I'm asked to do. They're like, well, have faith and be okay about it. Stop trying to do everything on your own time and shit. And so they're really getting down to the nitty gritty. I've had to get through all these other parts, but now it's really fine tune honing in on what our calling really is and not being all about it. So I got some tea. It's Earl Grey because I love bergamot for some reason. I gotta get bergamot. And green tea. It has bergamot oil or whatever, or bergamot whatever in this Earl Grey. Earl Grey, and I'm watching Victoria. The sky's beautiful right now. But anyway. To truly follow the will of the Father and not your own, it feels like you have to be beaten down pretty hard. It feels like you have to hit below rock bottom to for me, I had to go below rock bottom to get to where I'm even close to doing it. For me, might be easier for somebody else. You guys somebody out there might just be able to just do it no problem. Oh yeah, never cuss, never do this, never do that, give away everything I own, live in the street or whatever your calling is, because it's to strip away everything that's human and that holds you back. If you want to call it sins, the sins of the flesh, which is everything. It's not just sex. We're made to reproduce, we're made to have sex, but we're, but it's something special. Maybe it's only for reproducing and that's it. I don't know. Then why does a woman have a clitoris? I don't know. Namaste. Peace.